Good morning everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of discrete mathematics chapter number 4, and the chapter number 4 is the algebraic expression. Okay, so we have already seen in our previous lecture what is the process for finding the given set and the operator defined by any definition. Okay, so this is a group or the abelian group. So our next example is the set Q1 of all rational number other than 1. That means according to Q1, 1 is not included. Okay, so other than 1 with operation star defined by A star B is equal to, the definition is what? A plus B minus AB. That means we consider the two elements, so defined by E star B is equal to A plus B minus AB is an abelian group. So we have already said in the previous lecture, the A star B is equal to AB by 3. Okay, and here we are given in the A star B is equal to A plus B minus AB. Okay, and one point is very important. According to our question, the 1 is not included in Q1. Okay, so let's start. If we find out the abelian group. So we satisfy here the 5 properties: closure property, associative property, identity, inverse, and the commutative property. Okay, so we use here one by one. First one is the closure property. So closure property, that means what? If we have A comma B belongs to Q1. That means what? Here A not equal to 1 and B not equal to 1. Because of here we consider the other than 1 element belongs to Q1 set. Okay, so here A star B is equal to what? A plus B minus AB. Okay, belongs to Q1. That means here the Q1 operator star satisfy the closure property. Okay, satisfy closure property. Second one is what? Second one is the associative property. Okay, so according to associative property, we consider here the three elements. That means A, comma B, comma C belongs to Q1. The condition is already given according to your question. 1 is not included here. That means A, comma B, comma C not equal to 1. Okay, so what is the associative property? A star B star C is equal to A star B star C. Okay, so first we consider here the LHS type. Okay, so A star B star C, that means what? A plus B minus AB here is star B. So B star C is equal to what? B plus C minus BC. Okay, so this is your one unit and this is your second unit. So A star B again what? A plus B minus AB. That means A plus B. That means B plus C minus BC. A plus B minus AB. That means A, B plus C minus BC. This is your LHS. So here we write the A plus B plus C minus BC. Minus, open this term. So minus AB minus AC plus ABC. This is your LHS. Okay. So according to your RHS, so we write here RHS equal to what? A star B star C. Okay, so first you open this A star B. So A star B is equal to what? A plus B minus AB. Okay, and star C. So here this is a first unit and this is the second unit. So A star B is equal to what? A plus B minus AB. So this is your A. So we write here A plus B minus AB. A plus B. B, that means C. Minus AB. So A plus B minus AB into C. Okay. So open this term. A plus B minus AB plus C. And multiply here C. So AC minus BC and plus ABC. This is your second equation. So you compare here first and second equation. So A plus B plus C. So A plus B plus C. Minus AB minus BC minus AC. Minus AB minus BC minus AC. And plus ABC. So here also the plus ABC. That means from equation 1 and 2, the LHS and RHS equal. Then we can say that this satisfies the associative property. Okay, next one is what? Third one is the identity property. Identity property. So what do you mean by the identity property? Identity property, that means what? If we consider a one element and operate here the one identity element, so we get the element itself. Okay, so here we write for all A belongs to Q1, there exists E belongs to Q1. But here A not equal to 1 and E not equal to 1 because of other than 1. Okay, so A star E is equal to E star A is equal to A. Okay, so first we write here A star E is equal to A. Let. Okay, so A star E, that means what? According to our definition, A plus E minus AE is equal to A. Okay, so here A cancel and we common here the E element, so 1 minus A is equal to 0. That means E equal to 0 or 1 minus A equal to 0. Okay, but 1 minus A equal to 0, if we consider 1 minus A equal to 0, that means what? Here A equal to 1, but this is not valid because of here other than 1 we use. That means what? E equal to 0. Okay, so here E equal to 0, that means here E is the identity element. You can say that 0 is the identity element according to your Q1 set with operator star. Okay, so this satisfies the identity property. Next one is what? If we do consider put here E equal to 0. So E equal to 0, E equal to 0. So both the terms are 0. So E equal to A. So we get here number element itself. Then we can say that this satisfies the identity property. Fourth one is what? Fourth one is the inverse property. Okay, so what is the process for finding the inverse property? The process is that we consider here the two elements, that means one element, and operate here given operation. We are given in the star operation. So if we consider the element A and its inverse, so we get the identity element. So for example, we consider for all A belongs to Q1, there exists B belongs to Q1. Okay, so we get A star B is equal to what? 0. Because of 0 is the identity element. So always keep in mind this point is very important for finding the inverse property. Okay, so always keep in mind you find the inverse property. So first you find out the identity property. Because of your identity element, you write here in the right hand side of the inverse property. Okay. And here A comma B not equal to 1 because of we are given in other than one element. So A plus B, that means what? A plus B minus AB is equal to 0. Okay, that means A plus B 1 minus A is equal to 0. So B 1 minus A is equal to minus A. Got it? So B equal to what? Minus A upon 1 minus A. So this is the inverse of the set of the element A. So if you have any confusion, so you put here with the value of B is equal to minus A upon 1 minus A. So if you put here, for example, if you put here this equation, B is equal to minus A upon 1 minus A. Okay, so 1 minus A cancel, and here what? Minus A. So A minus A is equal to 0. So if you have any confusion for finding the inverse property, so 2 points are very important. First point is always you write here in the right hand side identity element. Okay, identity element here we are find out already 0. And next one is what? Your inverse. Put here according to your equation. And check here your if you put here the inverse, so we get the identity element. Yes, we get the identity element. That means this is the inverse. So the inverse of A is equal to what? Minus A upon 1 minus A. That means this satisfies the inverse property. Okay, so in case according to our question, we are given in only the group. For finding the group, then we solve here the fourth property. But here we find out the abelian group. So fifth one is what? Fifth one is the commutative property. So what is the commutative property? Commutative property, that means fifth property is commutative property. Okay, so commutative property, that means what? A star B is equal to B star A. Okay, so we put here A plus B minus AB. A plus B minus AB. Or you put here B plus A minus AB. So both are equal. Then we can say that the Q1 satisfies the commutative property. That means the final answer is what? Final answer is we write here. If you solve any question according to your state and your operator, so always you write in the proper manner. Your final answer is just like the example. Q1 comma star is an abelian group. Okay. So next one is the next topic is the addition modulo M, congruent modulo M, and the multiplication modulo M. So this topic is very easy according to your group theory. So addition modulo M, that means what? Here we write A plus suffix and D. That means what? A and B are integers and M is a fixed positive integer. A and B are integers and M is a fixed positive integer. Then we write here A plus suffix and B is equal to R. That means 0 less than equal to R less than M. That means R is always less than M. For example, we write here 5 plus 4 and addition modulo 8. So here we write addition because of here we write the plus sign. So what is the process for finding this term? So process is that first you write the 5 plus 4. That means what? 9. 9 divided by 8. So remainder is 1. That means here 5 plus 4 suffix 8 is equal to 1. That means 5 plus 4 9 divided by 8. So remainder is 1. So this is the remainder. Okay, so next, this is the very important point for addition modulo M. Next one is the congruent modulo M. So congruent modulo M, that means what? A, we write here 239 B mod M. That means what? Here again A and B, the integers, and M is the fixed integer. So here we write A minus B divided by M. This is the congruent modulo M. Next one is the multiplication. Multiplication modulo M. So multiplication modulo M, that means what? A multiply B and in suffix M. Okay. So what is the process? Process is that first you multiply A into B and after that you divide it by M. So we get the remainder R. Okay. That means if we write here 4 into 3. And here suffix is what? Suffix is for example 2. So that means what? First you multiply 4 into 3. That means 12 divided by 2. That means what? 6. That means remainder is 0. So here we write the 0. So don't be confused here. In the right hand side we write here always the remainder. Okay. Here with this point, according to this point we write here always R less than M. Okay, because of if here the 2 into 1, for example we write here 2 into 1 and the multiplication modulo 2. So what is the process? Process is that 2 into 1 is equal to 2 and then divided by 2. So remainder is what? Remainder is 0. Okay, so don't be confused here. Here we write the remainder. So remainder is always less than this point, this fixed positive integer. Okay, so this is very important points according to for finding the group and the abelian group, and this modulo addition and the multiplication are also included in the next topic, the cyclic group and the generator. Okay, so here you read very carefully. Addition modulo, that means first you add both the numbers and after divided by this suffix number. Okay, and here right hand side we write the remainder. Okay, here congruent modulo, and that means what? First we subtract a minus b and divided by and here we write always the remainder. Don't be confused here. Okay, here a multiplication modulo m into b. So a into b, first you multiply a into b, after that you divide it by m, so we get the remainder. So always remainder less than this positive integer n. Okay, so I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Next lecture it depends on the different types of the example which depend on the addition modulo m and the multiplication modulo m. Okay, so I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.